Welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom-of-the-barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we will open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play 1 copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash. Alright, well, we've lost yet another week. Mech Lords were never really going to go in our favor too hard. Jules didn't have an extra deck. Maybe we could have done a little more if she did, but we lost to the Roll Rocks. What are you going to do? So we're back on the loser wheel. Let's not waste any time and see what we're going to get for this week. Hopefully something kind of fun. We'll see what happens, and it looks like we are going to... Another pick in our archetype. Okay, I can't complain about that. Let's see what we're picking.
Last week went pretty well, and we banked our reroll, so I'm feeling pretty good about this week, honestly. I say that a lot, but you know, it's hard to not feel at least somewhat okay going into stuff, and... Triamids. Yeah, I think we're going to use that reroll, actually, so let's just spin it again. Let's just... right back into it. No need to even think about it. Let's just go. FA. Okay. Sure.
Alright, so we're going to choose our own archetype. Not too sure what we're picking yet, but we're going to go ahead and open our packs first, so let's go ahead and flip them up. Mind Control is very nice. I do love Share the Pain, one of my favorite cards of all time. My Body is also very good. 1 Day Apiece. Honestly, a lot of good cards in this pack. I'm not complaining. On to our second pack. Another Share the Pain. Triple Tack is very funny. Jules plays this a lot and usually never works out for her. Maybe we'll try and see if it works out for us. We don't know. Share the Pain again, another popping up. Hollow Life Air is not the worst thing in the world. Vengeful Box Speed if you want to delay. Trading if we play a level 8 archetype. And the last pack of our lot. Dark Bribe is actually not the worst thing in the world. Smashing Ground is also very nice. Bababoon is whatever. Magical Hats is funny. Stardust if we're playing something with tunas. Probably Dark Bribe or Smashing Ground out of this. Maybe Stardust depending on how we're feeling. But let's go ahead and see what we make.
And now let's see if any of these packs are something good for us. Cyberjar is funny, and unless it just flat out nombos with the deck, I'm probably going to run it. So that's a quick and easy one right there. We'll flip them up again. And Honor Arc, well, if we have level 4s, which FA might... I actually don't really know much about FA. I always confuse them with UAs, because UAs are the sports one, then FAs are like the racing ones. Like I know about Dawn Dragster, but that's like the only FA card that comes to mind. So if they can make a rank 4, probably going to be Honor Arc. If not, I might just snag up the Vengeful Bog Spirit. Either way. Then the next pack, well, hey, if we can make a rank 4, it's something, I guess. If not, I guess the Enemy Controller or the Needle Wall. But, you know, not the most appealing packs there. So, last pack, and it is... You know, not great overall, these packs. But it's fine. It's fine.
Alright, and we've gotten to choose our archetype, and we're playing Cyber Dogs because we can play Cyber Dragon Core because it searches out any Cyber Spell Trap card, which we're playing. Even if it's definitely not the best deck on the wheel, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to play Cyber Dragon cards in the show because I love this archetype so much. So cool on normal summon, you can add a Cyber Spell Trap card to your hand. It can spend itself Special Cyber Dragon from the deck, which we're not playing that. It's also Cyber Dragon on the field, so in some weirdo world, we can potentially make Cyber Twin Dragon if we want to, but we'll get all that stuff later. Cyberdog Cannon, probably the best Cyberdog. You can discard it to add any Cyberdog monster from your deck to your hand, and if it's ever sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can draw a card. And if it battles while equipped, you can pretty much send 1 monster from our deck to the graveyard, so it's a Fool's Burial. Cyberdog Chimera, we can discard to add Power Bond, and then if we fusion summon for a Cyber monster, we can banish cards along with using ones from our hand. And if it's ever sent to the graveyard, we can just Foolish Burial any Cyberdog monster, with a different name for the ones in our graveyard. Claw is probably the worst of the new ones. If it's sent to the graveyard while equipped, we can add a Cyberdog from the graveyard back into our hand. We'd also discard to add any spell or trap card from our deck to our hand, which is also pretty nice because it gets out all our searches, because it's actually a pretty decent amount of searches. And if it's up to a monster, we can Foolish Burial a monster from the extra deck. Cyberdog Edge is one of the bad ones. The original series of Cyberdogs. On normal summon, we can target a level 3 or lower dragon monster in the graveyard to equip it, and it gains that much attack. Edge can attack directly at the cost of doing half damage. They all have the same effect. Horn does piercing damage, and then Keel does 300 burn damage. They also have the effect where if it would be destroyed, you can destroy the equipped monster instead. Cyberdog Realm on activation lets us search out any Cyberdog monster. It also gives us a free normal summon, and then if we would ever equip the monster from a Cyberdog effect, we can use the opponent's graveyard as well. Cybernetic Horizon, we need to send 2 dragon and a machine cyber monsters, so with different attributes from the graveyard and one from our hand. So it's always going to be Cyber Dragon Core and whatever Cyber Dog we want to send. And by doing that, we can add any Cyber monsters from our deck to our hand, as well as extra Foolish Burial Away 1/1 in our extra deck. So it's always almost going to be the Cyber End Dragon for a reason I'll get into a little bit. And because we want cards being sent into the extra deck from the graveyard, we're playing 2 copies of extra Foolish Burial since we lost that week, so we can play 2 of them. And they pretty much pay half a life point to just put a card from the extra deck into our graveyard. 1 day a piece because Cyber Dogs are slow, so we want ways to not die, so that's 1 day a piece, so we're playing that from our packs. 2 Overlord Fusion, since we're getting so many cards in the graveyard. Overlord Fusion lets us get into any of Cyberdog monsters because we can banish cards from the graveyard to fusion someone into dog machine monsters. Power Bond we're only playing 1 of because we can search it out, and pretty much whenever we fusion someone with it gets essentially double attack. We do get burned at the end of the step, but that's not too big of a deal, especially with 1 day a piece. They can negate that entirely. 2 Smashing Ground to close out, not close out the pack cards, but 2 Smashing Grounds from our packs that just act as basic removal. 2 Cyberdog Invasion, which is also removable by sending an equipped card we control to a machine monster to the graveyard to destroy 1 card the opponent controls, and then we can target 1 Cyberdog effect monster and then just equip a Dragon Machine monster from either graveyard and it gains 1000 attack. Hollow Life Barrier both sets up our graveyard as well as protects us because we can discard a card to take no damage and we can protect our monsters. And 3 Rebirth Judgment because we can steal Jules' graveyard by declaring either Machine or Dragon depending on, because this card just lets us declare an attribute and then all cards in the graveyard become those attributes. We are playing 2 Cyberdog Infernos in the extra deck because this card's not the craziest and we don't know if Jules is on anything that can destroy cards. Cyberdog effects monsters that have equips cannot be destroyed by card effects and the opponents can't be targeted with card effects, and then we can target 1 Cyberdog monster we control, return it to the hand to just normal summon a Cyberdog monster. And if Cyberdog Inferno is ever destroyed, we can just add Polymerization or a fusion spell. We're only playing this if Jules has on stuff like Smashing Ground or things that can pop cards directly. Not so much cards like if they summoned, they're negated. We're just that's why it's in the side because we don't know if this card will be playable. Actually, like Cyber End Dragon, we could, in a very specific circumstance, summon this with fusions, though it will likely never happen. Cyber Dog Dragon needs each of the 3 original Cyber Dogs, the Edge, the Horn, and the Keel. And then on summon, you can target 1 Dragon monster in either graveyard, or in our graveyard rather, and equip it to it, and then it gains attack equal to that original attack, and it also gains 100 for each monster in our graveyard. And like the other Cyber Dogs, if it were to be destroyed, we can destroy its equipped monster. I'll get to this one later. The Cyber Darkness Dragon just needs 5 Cyber Dog effect monsters, and has to be fusion summoned, and then when special summon, you can equip 1 Dragon Machine monster from our graveyard, and it gains attack equal to that monster we equipped it with. And when an opponent activates a card of effect, we can send an equipped card to the graveyard to negate and destroy that card. And then lastly, we have the Cyberdog End Dragon, which needs either Cyberdog Dragon and Cyber End Dragon. We can special summon it by attributing a level 10 or lower Cyberdog Fusion monster, which is Cyber Darkness Dragon, is equipped with Cyber End Dragon. It's completely unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, and in 1 turn we can just equip 1 monster from either graveyard, and then you can attack for each monster attached to it. So it's pretty much a giant towers. It's unable to be affected by basically anything, and it's 5,000 attack, so it's very unlikely to be able to be defeated by battle. And in a format like this, it's going to be very, very hard to get rid of. So if we get Cyberdog and Dragon onto the field, it's pretty much a victory. We do need to go through the Cyberdog cards, but that's not the biggest issue in the world. Hopefully we'll be able to. Pretty much our goal is to get Cyberdog and Dragon out on the field and just win through that. We'll see what happens. Let's get to the duel.
This should be interesting, maybe. From my very limited understanding of this deck, we're kind of just banking on getting to motorhome transport. The deck does things, but especially pure without any other generic synchro stuff really going on. I didn't really even worry about, or trying to find crazy combo chains or anything. We can't do any Hulk stuff or anything. So we're playing this pretty pure, pretty simple, and from what I remember from Prague, motorhome transport, being able to stun that and just having it be so hard to out, it can win games. So we're just gonna aim for that and hope for the best, really. Or, alternatively, FA winner is an alternate win condition, and if we win with that, that's obviously the actual ideal scenario. So yeah, we've got a bunch of field spells. We've got the UA cards that actually count as FA cards, because, why not? Yeah. We wound up getting plenty of terraformings in the packs. Actually, we could have had a full 3, but I really wanted to play the Cyber Jar, but was still able to run the 2 terrors, which is pretty decent for a deck that has 4 different field spells.
Here we are, it's Archetypal Atrocities 19. I am excited to play this deck. I did get to pick my archetype. Granted, I definitely didn't pick the best archetype on the wheel, but it's one I just kind of felt like I had to pick before it goes away.
Fair enough. For me, I used my reroll because I didn't want to play the first one, and then the next one was like, okay, this is something. I know something it can do, but I don't have the highest confidence in the deck, partly because I don't even fully know entirely how to get to the thing I'm trying to get to, but we'll figure it out.
It looks like we both have a giant dude we're trying to get to, and we'll see who gets there first. But before we do, the rock, paper, scissors king must defend his throne. Oh. He still got it, baby. Let's go. I think I want to go second, solely for the extra draw.
That's fair. Let's see what I can do.
I'm glad I went second. Funny enough, this hand is really nuts. If I was playing a card, I chose to not run.
So I think what I do here is... okay, yeah. So I will start by normal summoning. FA, hang on, muck.
Yo, okay. Let's go.
Yeah, and then I was at first like, I can't run these. I was like, wait, no, technically I can, because they're always FA cards, too. So I'm running UA Hyper Stadium, because it's always an FA card. I forgot that they were actually, linked together. I thought that, they just happened to have similar names. They were both, athletic archetypes. But no, they actually share, 3 support cards between each other that, work for both for some reason.
I didn't know they added those codes. That's cool. I love it when they do that. They just, randomly say, you know what, these 2 archetypes, they're together now.
So, since this card's been activated, I can add 1 UA or FA monster from my deck to the hand, or 1 UA Stadium to the hand. Actually, no, from the graveyard to the hand. But I will do the, obviously I'll take the monster searching effect from deck instead.
Fair enough.
Also, that will gain level, so it's now a 5.
Okay.
Because every time I activate a spell or a trap card, its level is increased by 1. I can choose to.
Alright.
And then I'll add, I guess, Whip Crosser to hand.
So, wicked.
Okay. Wait, not Whip Crosser. I just realized something. I'll make sure you can see that that's the actual card I'm sending back so I don't cheat. But I was like, wait, no, there was just one I had to grab, and I didn't do that. So back to deck with you. Because I need to grab one that... Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
That's why this deck's bad. They only have 1 tuner, and it's a level 1, which is not what I'm looking for. Do any of these turn themselves into tuners? Oh, Lord, that's not what I was looking to see.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what I can do. I'll grab the Auto Navigator just to have it, I guess, because I'll need the tuner eventually, but...
Alright.
And then I guess the best thing to do is... set 2... pass?
Alright. That's a decent-ish draw, I suppose. I will begin my turn. I have no choice but to reveal what I'm playing. So I will activate my labor of climbing up a mountain to gain a hard condition, the Cyberdark Realm.
Oh boy.
I was like, I can play. This is the closest I'll ever get to playing Cyber Dragons in this, so I gotta do it. And with it, I will. Oh god, I kind of wish I didn't have my hand right now. If it was in the graveyard, that'd be unironically a lot better. I unironically should have played Dark Arm Offering. Which one do I want? Okay, I will add the Cyberdark Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
I will discard the cannon to add a Cyberdark monster from deck to hand.
Mm-hmm.
I will add the Chimera to hand.
Mm-hmm.
I will discard said Chimera to add Power Bond to my hand by discarding a Cyberdark Invasion.
Of course.
Power Bond Searcher, we finally have it and it's still garbage. Alright. I need... And then now if I Fusion Summon, I can use my graveyard as well. I will then active... Actually, wait a minute. Okay. I can do this. I will activate the... because this deck needs a dump extract in the graveyard, I will activate the extra Foolish Burial.
Dang.
Somehow not sending Arclight, I will send the Cyber End Dragon, because it needs... it just has to have that for some reason. Because anime. And then I will activate Power Bond.
Mm-hmm.
I will banish the 2 from my graveyard. And then 1, 2, 3. Special summon the Cyber Darkness Dragon. And
I will...
No. Don't...
I will, in response, I will go... I'll do Chain Link 1, Test Run, and then Dead Heat. I'm just activating Dead Heat so it gets the level here, just because it doesn't do anything yet. Okay. It's only during the combat where it actually has effects, but whenever I just wanted to get the level, because that's 6, and then Test Run will be 7, which means I now get its level 7 effect, which means if a card is sent to your opponent's graveyard, it is banished instead, as long as this card's on the field.
Okay.
And then Test Run lets me change an FA monster's battle position to destroy 1 card in the field.
Do we have text? And I should don't. I should. Cyberdark Realm, will you save me? Nope. So well, had a good run.
It's banished, actually.
Oh, right. Well then. I used my whole... I had a feeling that could happen, but I wanted to do it.
Valid. I'd have gone for it too.
Well, I'll go to end phase and take 2,000 because of Power Bond. Well...
I believe I just have lethal now because my guy's at 21.
Yeah. Went down just like my hero Zane Trues do.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I see it. I'm like, oh, there's a line I can get to it, and just immediately.
It does help that I had my hand was just like 1 monster, then all enough spell traps to get to exactly 7 and everything too. Like just insult to injury.
Yeah. I will not let that happen again.
Oh, this is a hand?
This is also kind of awkward. Well, I gotta do this. The best normal summon in the game, because it searches Cyberdark spells, the Cyber Dragon Core.
Nice.
One of the only cards that Cyber Dragons that actually synergize with Cyberdark. I will add Cybernetic Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cyberdarks love having cards named after sets. I will activate it. I can't activate it, never mind. don't have one in my hand. I can change actually. I'll realm that a Cyberduck. I'm gonna get the cannon bomb and discard it right away to add. Is that Keel, I guess? It doesn't matter too much. And I will activate it because now I can. I will send this to grave and Cyber Dragon Core to grave. Also, the only way for this card to work because it's the only light I can play. And then I can add a dragon, a machine, cyber monster. I will add the Chimera, and I can send a fusion from my extra deck to graveyard. I will send the End Dragon. Discard that to add Power Bond to my hand, and then when this card's discarded, this was the one I missed, I can send another Cyberduck to the graveyard. With
nice.
Different names, so I can't add Keel or Dragon, that is fine. So I'll just send Horn, and then what is my Power Bond? There you are. And then this feels silly, but I will Extra Foolish Burial once more. And we will send a Cyberduck Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And then we... Okay, just not set. Okay, that's fine. I will then Power Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Banish. 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 And banish. For the Cyber Darkness Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And then to choose and summon, I can equip a dragon machine monster from my graveyard. I will equip it with the Cyber End Dragon. And then I will tribute it away immediately for the Cyber Dark End Dragon. So it's unaffected by your activated effects, and in once per turn, I can equip one monster from either graveyard to this card, and then they can attack equal. So I will re-equip it, just to be safe, because I'm still going to take 2k from Power Bond. I will 1 Day of Peace.
Valid.
Get your card.
Wow.
And
Okay.
then, that will go to end phase, because you very could kill me by just attacking in the Cyber Dragon Core. So I really need a battle phase to not happen.
I've got things. I've got so many things. I'm going to start with terraforming.
Sure.
I'll grab a UA Hyper Stadium to hand.
Alright. Seems good.
I will normal summon Hang On Mech.
Alright. It's back.
And then I will activate FA Pit Stop, which will make it gain a level, but then it will instantly lose 2. So now it's down to level 3.
Alright.
And then I get to draw cards equal to the number of FA Pit Stops in my graveyard plus 1. So I'll draw 1.
Sure.
I didn't know that Yu-Gi-Oh had their own version of what was it, increasing knowledge, the magic card or whatever it was. That's not the draw I was hoping for, but it's okay. I will.
Well, you essentially got a pot of greed. You draw 2 cards for free.
Yeah, and it's not done much for me somehow. Do I even have plays here is the question. 'Cause you go up to 6. No, I don't. Oh, I hit quit by accident.
I win!
I meant to concede, but I guess we'll go back into the match for game 3, but yeah, you have that one. I had nothing. I want to go first, yeah.
Alright. Bam.
This deck doesn't have a ton of it, but it can make some disruption, so I might as well try and flex it.
I accidentally picked me for going first, because you said first, so I clicked on first.
Oh.
So,
Rip.
just turn off auto draw, I guess, and then I'll pass.
Yeah, auto draw is off.
Alright. There we go.
And now auto draw is back on. Hooray.
Sounds kind of gross.
This hand is I will normal summon. Wait. No, okay. I will normal summon. Hang on, mech.
It is glued to your hand.
It sure is.
I don't like that back row.
I don't like this hand either. Don't worry. It's got something at least, but you know, like it's better than my game 2 hand. But I'd have preferred a field spell would have been really nice. Can't lie. I run like literally 12 of them in the deck. Like I had 2 terrors in my packs. I run maxed out on 2 field spells, 2 of another one, then 1 of another. I have 9 field spells in the deck and didn't open one.
Oh my god. That's with low odds. Alright.
It's like the field spells actively want to be swapped out a bit. Sometimes.
Alright. Let's get rid of this Claude, add a Cyberdock spell and trap. I think I need to play this one slower as much as I don't want to. I could go all in, but I could get severely punished if I do. I'll activate Realm, add a Cyberduck. I'll add Cannon and I'll send it right away. Add just a Cyberduck, just get more rotation. I guess just add Edge. It's basic, but it's probably the best. Your dude is 4, so he's 1200 right now, if I'm doing the math right?
Yes. Yep, he's a 12.
Okay. Normal summon the Edge and activate its effect to equip level 3 little dragon.
I will see if this works. I will test run, and then just to get up to 7, I'll activate both copies of Dead Heat.
Sure.
So they're level 7, and then they will go to defense, and I will pop the Edge.
Alright. Edge is hedged on.
And it's banished, because it's 7.
That makes things a little harder. Actually, maybe not.
I was tempted to like just shotgun and blow up your back row just to turn on the Macrocosmos effect, but I was like, no, that's too greedy. I'll wait for the normal summon.
Alright, well, that changes things. What does this Dead Heat do? Once per battle, if a monster opponent's battle, put damage, you can have both 6-sided die. Okay, I don't think that effect's too important. It's only the attack.
It does technically gain it. Yeah. So in defense mode, it doesn't do much.
Okay. I guess I go this route then. I will discard the Chimera for Power Bond.
Banished, but yes.
Right. What is Power Bond? There you go. Oh, I wish Cyberload Fusion was not only for Cyber Dragons. Alright, at least do this. I will activate the Realm for the extra normal summon. And I will normal summon the Horn.
I noticed a lot of bad decks have extra normal summons baked into them. Like,
Yeah.
It feels like a recurring design feature on this series. It feels like that these decks just find their ways to normal summon again because they're just designed so poorly.
Yeah.
That it's like, well, they just need to summon out more things that can't be summoned any other way, so...
Oh, absolutely. Cyberduck Summon. Oh yeah, I was going to slap extra normal summon, a Searcher. And you can also choose your opponent's monsters just because. I love those cards. Is just they put like 5 different effects to try and make an unplayable archetype semi-playable, and usually still fail. I guess I'll just equip the Claw. Doesn't matter too much. Yep. Doesn't go there. Goes here. Okay, so now doing damage calculation, I can send an extra deck monster to the graveyard should I desire, and it gains 1600 to 18, 19, 20. That's 24 attack, and it will do piercing. Wow.
Oh, so I'll take 6, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Actually, well, I should do the die roll actually on Dead Heat. See, actually no, it's only for attack. Doesn't even matter. Right.
2. I will double set.
Actually,
And on my turn.
yeah. Now let's see if I have anything to do. First thing, I do have Test Run in the graveyard. And I think I need to use it objectively, because I need a monster on board. So
Can you
I'm
help
gonna...
the 2400 monster?
I'm gonna pop one of my Dead Heats for the effect of Test Run. So I will banish it. And then special summon one FA monster from the deck.
Sure.
I'll special summon... The real tragic part is I drew the Garnet that I wanted to summon off of this. Because it's like, there's one tribute monster who you can summon out this way, but it's like, I only run him as one because I don't want to draw multiple summon, and I drew the one. I was like, of course.
Never lucky.
So just to keep on with the bid, I guess, I'm going to summon a Hang On Mech instead.
Sure.
We will activate Pit Stop, decreasing its level by 2, but also increasing it by 1, so it's going to be net to level 3. Okay. And I will draw 1 and pray. That's a card. Okay, that might be something. Nope, it isn't. I just realized, because, Well...
Lucky for you, I'm very far off from being able to OTK anything.
Yeah.
You have a lot of time to get your hand going. This deck can't make Cyber Darkness Dragon on turn 1. It pretty much does nothing.
What I have to do here, I think, because... do I really... or is it better just to... No, you're going to kill my guy anyways, actually, so might as well. I'm going to go to Battle Phase. And you said your guys how big? Your horn?
16 plus 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24 right now.
24, right. Oh, wait, I could win and it'd only be 23, so actually, that doesn't even. Well, that's a little lame. Actually, wait. Oh, I'm very stupid. That wasn't my normal summon. Right. That was the special summon. Right, of course. So this guy is a 18. Yeah, battle phase. I will attack with an 18, which will then proc the effect of Dead Heat, which will then give him a level just by itself, because funny.
Okay.
So they're level 7 now, which means their level 7 effect is now unviable, which means you cannot activate your effects until the end of the damage step after it's battled.
Okay.
So we'll both roll a die now.
Oh boy.
I'll roll, and I'll get a 3, okay?
Alright. I can beat a 3, come on. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no!
Yeah! Alright, so I'll gain 4 more levels, so they're now a 11, which means they're a 33.
Okay, so 33 minus 24, 6, 70, 900, take 900. And then I will destroy the equipment instead.
Valid.
I don't think Sabadell Claw can trigger because of the other effect, so it will just have to die. But boy, would I wish it could trigger.
Sadly, since all of those levels are... Well, one of those levels was permanent, but 4 of them are temporary, so... I will instead... I will... Let me make sure I'm reading this right, because it's very wordy. I think I know how it works, because it's like one of those effects where it's a lot of words, this thing kind of simple.
Yeah.
Its original level. Reduce that target's level by the difference between its current and original level. Okay, yeah, so essentially this thing's currently an 11.
Okay.
And I will special summon out Auto Navigator, which will then bring it back down to a 6.
Okay.
And then the difference of those levels, which is 5, now becomes equal. So basically now this is a 5 and this is a 6.
Okay.
And I am one level too high. Oh, hey, with this card's normal specimen, you can add one F-base field spells to the deck to the hand. That might help things. So,
Convenient.
hold on. One of them say decrease, because most of them increase levels. But I need one that doesn't do that. They all increase. I will add Hyper Stadium to hand.
You got it.
I will then activate Hyper Stadium to add an FA or UA monster from deck to hand.
Alrighty.
I really wish I could do the cool thing, but I had to drain all those levels away, so I can't really do the cool thing. It's like this deck is so close to like by itself being able to do a lot of cool stuff, but it's like their level modulation caps them as much as it helps them.
Yeah.
Because I've had to change levels a billion times this turn, and everything I want to go into needs like 1 or 2 levels more or less. Like, I had to bring Turbocharger back down to a 6 to get the Search Off Auto Navigator and actually continue the turn, but now I don't have a 7 anymore to activate the effect of the guy I want to summon.
It's a struggle.
So I guess we will grab Whip Crosser to hand? Or an Auto Navigator, actually. That might just be better. As bad as that feels, yeah.
Alright.
And that is all I've got.
Alright. Do I get something that can help us turn stuff on? I guess technically, actually, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Oh wait, Autonav doesn't have the attack gaining effect, so I specialized it in defense.
Oh, okay.
I just assumed all of them had it. I was like, wait, no, this one doesn't. So yeah, don't want to just die off that.
Fair. So I'll start the turn by activating Rebirth Judgment. So once per turn, I can make all monsters in all graveyards one type, and I'll name Dragon.
Dang.
And then I'll normal summon the Edge. Equip the Dragon to it, I think. Yeah. Equip the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I will activate Power Bond.
Uh-huh.
So this, and this gets sent. I will bring out the Cyberdark Dragon, and so that will trigger, and so will Cannon. So Cannon, I can just draw a card.
Yep.
And then Cyberdark, I can, since I have Cyberdark Realm, I can take one of your monsters, so I'll elect to do that, and I'll take one of your Hang-On mechs.
Yeah, and then you just...
So
yeah.
Actually, do I want to do that? Actually, wait, I might not want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't want to do that. Because I don't get the attack gain if I do that. So I will just bring out the Claw. No, I'll do Cannon again. I'm just going to move this to make it easier. Alright, so now it is 26 base, and it gains 100 for each monster in my graveyard. I have 4, so 26, so it's 3,000. And how big is your turbocharger?
Turbocharger, it's just an 18. But if I win the die roll, it'll gain 12 more.
So 18 plus 12 is, I think, more. Is that exactly 3k?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. There was one route I can.
And if I lose the die roll, it's destroyed instead. So.
There's 2 options here. I could be safe. Like, I think I need to do this. I will.
It will be a little bit over 3k because activating the traps effect in the first place will give it +1 level 2. So it'll be 33.
I see.
Oh, wait, I'm very stupid. It's actually it was a level 7 because last turn I completely misplayed. Oh well, it's fine. If I lose the game off the back of it, that's on me. But it actually is already a level 7. Because that's just the truth of it. I won't go back and do all the fun stuff that could have done me, but yeah, essentially it'll be a 36 in total if I win the die roll. And in the battle phase, if you're fighting with it, you can't activate your effects till after the damage step.
Okay.
Especially since I was even complaining about not being able to do it, but I could. I totally was able to the whole time.
We've all been there.
Yeah, oh well. Sorry, FAs, it's my fault, not yours.
I think I will one day a piece in case I do lose the dice roll. That's a card. That is very much a card. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, I draw a card too. Sounds like I'm in trouble.
That top deck actually changes a lot. Oh wait a minute, this is big. I summoned it off a Power Bond. Wait a minute. Power Bond doubles its original attack, so 2,000, 36, 70, 39. Oh, it's actually a 4,000. I completely forgot about Power Bond.
Well, hey, you're good.
I guess I would have played that differently. Okay, then I definitely won't do what I was gonna do then. I'm glad I looked at my graveyard because I forgot I summoned it off a card. So I'll attack before.
So I won't take any damage, but it will be absolutely eviscerated. Wow.
That was definitely a misplay on one day of pace. Oops. Actually, no, I'm a genius. I don't take the power bond damage anymore. Never mind.
Yeah,
intentional.
It all balances out.
I could have done it during main phase 2, but that's, that's lame.
Okay, well...
Oh, I was just
got really a level 5... Oh, wait. We've got a level 5 tuner. Right, you didn't kill the tuner.
That would have been better too, but no well.
No, I think Turbocharger was probably more dangerous. Like, oh, right, by having to kill that, the tuner gets to live. So It was kind of like a rock and a hard place. Yeah. It's like, oh, hell, I have the tuner still around. Because let me double check this thing's stars. 1, 2, 3... No, 9. Awesome. So I guess I will start by normal summon. Hang on, Mac.
That card really loves being in your hand.
It does.
You've drawn all 3 of them. You've drawn like 3 cards.
Oh, wait. Do I summon this yet? Actually, this might be bad. Can I not do the thing? Oh, thank God. Cool. No, actually, this is great. I will... Instead of normal summoning, hang on, Mac, I will instead use the pit stop effect, because in my main phase, unless it was the turn it was sent there, I can banish it to target a FA in the graveyard and special it out. So I will banish pit stop and special out a hang on, Mac.
Okay.
So then I will synchro summon.
Okay.
The one, the only... Motorhome Transport.
Okay.
I will then normal summon FA Auto Navigator. Because I can't do the special thing because it's at normal set level, but when it's normal summon, I can also still add a field spell. So okay. I will add... Yeah, I'm going to grab FA City Grand Prix to hand.
You got it.
Which then lets me activate the effect of Hyper Stadium to reveal that field spell. Hooray! And pay 1,000 to get an extra normal. Sure. And that gives Motorhome Transport a level, so it's now level 10.
Okay, also I don't know if you have to take the damage because they're 1 day a piece. I don't know how that works with cost,
though. I'm paying it, so it's not damage.
Okay,
I'm paying,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then normal summon I will use on Sonic Meister.
Sure.
Shout out to Progression Playoffs. I'm going to do the counters bit here and just put 10 counters on this just for tracking's sake.
Sure.
Because I'm about to add more counters and I'm about to get confused, I think.
Okay.
Activate Grand Prix over Hyper Stadium.
Okay.
So now level 11, and then level 5. Now transport cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects.
Okay.
And actually, it's level 13 thanks to Grand Prix, so it also has its other effect, which would be summon out an FA in the graveyard.
Okay.
And it's a 6. Meister's now a 8 because of the field spell giving it +2. Because it'll get 1 from being the field spell being activated, so yeah.
Okay.
So from there, my motorhome transport is naturally a 33. And your guy's a 4K, you said?
6, yeah, it's at 4K.
4K, right. Motorhome transport is 11, 13 total, so... They're at 39, so I have to win the die roll. Which is funny. Actually, no. Well, no, it'll still... They'll tie, actually, once I activate the Dead Heat's effect, because it gives everything a natural level. So I will attack that, which will then declare this, so everything gets 1 more level. So that, that. So now this is getting the banish effect now, because it's getting the +2.
Okay.
So these are both for, like, actually no. Now the die result doesn't even matter, I think, because I'm now getting 14 plus times 300, which is 42. But we still have to roll anyways, so... Well, I'm glad it doesn't matter, because I'm losing.
Well, if your result is losing, your monster just gets destroyed.
Motorhome transport cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects.
Oh.
Yeah, this was the bungus that I was building towards. It's like, if I summon this guy and get him to 11, he's basically unkillable.
Fair.
So, nothing happens, but you'll take 2, because I'm bigger in attack.
I will not take 2, because they're 1 day apiece.
Right! Well, at least they'll die.
I will substitute with the dude. The Hang-On Max is not level 7, is it?
It is now. Because of the, during my main
right.
phase and battle phase, they get +2 levels.
It's kind of annoying.
You just fix this. They're naturally a 6 currently. Sadly, these guys aren't... Actually, how big are they now? Did losing the equip make them smaller?
So it lost 1,600, so it has 2,000 naturally. 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 2,600.
Right. So... a 26... Would you believe my double attacker is a 27? Because it's a level 9 times 3.
Oh boy.
So, wow.
I don't think it is the right choice to save this card. So I will... Actually... Oh man, monsters, that's not the worst. I think I take it. That's so bad.
Alright. And, I just gotta hope you can't kill the 0 attack guy and deal 64 to me.
Let's find out. Well, not with that card.
And now they're shrink their levels down, so now their on-face ones are correct, so your things are no longer banished. Until battle phase when I get another level, but I don't have another way to give it an extra level until then, so you can freely use your graveyard this turn.
If only that was useful for me. I'm like 1 Cyberduck away from being in a good position.
Damn.
I really
This
needed
has been
that.
back and forth. This has been a good match.
Yeah. I actually just pass here.
Alright.
Wait, I'm just gonna do this in the draw phase, just in case there's some weird negates that can go on. I will Hollow Life Barrier to discard to just Raboku myself whenever Dueling Book lets me. So I don't take battle damage. There's just no damage.
Valid.
So we're stalling out till we get somewhere.
Valid. main phase 1. I will start by activating UA Locker Room, because it's also an FA Locker Room. It just doesn't say so in the name.
Alrighty.
Which will then give everything a level, and I will choose to add the turbocharger in Graveyard back to hand.
Okay.
And gain 500 life points, I guess. Why not? I just realized that for some reason.
Nice little bonus.
Not special summon to hand. And then once I do that, I can reveal any number of UA or FA monsters in your hand, shuffle them back into the deck, then draw cards equal to the number of shuffled cards.
Alright.
So I'll gain the 5. I will shuffle back the Hang On mech in hand.
Sure.
So back to deck. And then shuffle, and then I'll draw 1. I will tribute over turbocharger.
Okay.
And then I will use the once per turn effect of transport to special summon FA monster from the graveyard. I'll special out the auto nav,
Okay.
which then lets me add 1 FA field spell to the deck to the hand.
Yep.
Another, actually, yeah, I'll add another Grand Prix to hand.
Sure.
I will synchro summon FA Dawn Dragster,
Classic, okay.
and it's a 6, which technically is an 8 this turn, but I can't battle you, so it doesn't matter. I think that's just all I do. Which, like, it's pretty good. I've got a Macrocosmos, a Negate.
Meh.
They can't be targeted or destroyed.
It's not bad at all for a show like this.
Yeah, it's probably the most competent board this show has ever seen. In terms of, like, what it can do. It took, like, 20 turns to get here, but, you know, doesn't mean it's not the most powerful board we've seen.
Alright, that's probably the best thing I could have asked for as far as the draw goes, so I will normal summon the core, search a cyber spell trap. The question is, which one do I want here? Cyberdark.
Valid.
I'm using too much energy to try to make Cyberdark look good. God. Okay.
Oh, wait, they're a 7, not a 6.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, it's impossible for them to be a 6 already. I haven't negated anything and I'd take 2 off.
I will Overload Fusion, at least attempt to.
There's a good chance that's just the bait spell, but it's also scary. So it's like, if it is the bait spell, good bait, but I'll negate it.
Okay. And then I will activate the Cyberdark Realm.
Mm-hmm.
I will add... If your dudes had attack, it'd be nuts if they had actual attack. I think I could win if they actually had attack, but unfortunately...
That's so funny.
It's like...
hard counter.
Yeah, you got it. I tried seeing it.
Vroom vroom. Yeah. Motorhome Transport's very stupid. I was like, if I can get them on the board and get them to their protection effect, I'm probably safe.
Yeah. Because my idea in my head when I put the overload was to bait it to use the Dark Realm to search out the Power Bond searcher and then get Power Bond and try and make something work from that regard. But I only played 1 Power Bond, so I couldn't do that in the first place. So I missequenced that. Because I just made Cyberdark Dragon because I was 1 off from Cyber Darkness Dragon, which I think would have got me to lethal, but I was just 1 Cyberdark off the whole time.
Jeez. It just goes to show, if in an actual Nightmare world where Yu-Gi-Oh! Was still a slow back and forth game, these bad decks do have game plans.
Yeah.
Like, Like FA kind of like just playing this slow, like, oh, I'm gonna eventually get up to level 7 and then you're gonna be sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that macrocosmos, like, it really messed me up.
Mm.
Because, like, all the Cyberdogs need to be in the graveyard to, like, take them out of the graveyard, but it was just one off the whole time. I couldn't get the extra one in. But I will say, though, bringing out the Cyberdog End Dragon did feel really good. As bad of a card as it is.
That was very funny.
It's a 5k. I love the fusion monsters where they just like fill the entire top row with stars. Like they didn't even count the levels. So it's just make sure it's from left to the right out of the text. Make sure it has all the stars.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure it's powerful. It looks powerful. That was episode 19. I'm back once again on the loser wheel. It feels very common in these double-digit episodes, but we'll see what happens. So I'm on loser wheel. Jules gets her extra pack, and we'll come back next week with other stuff. Who knows what it'll be? Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised as we were this week.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.